For some of us, spirituality is about creating that connection with the Almighty. For some, it's about attaining peace and contentment in life. And for yet others, it's about striving to be a better person. So when my students and clients and workshop attendees ask me about spirituality goals, I have a different answer for each person. Each of us could have different spiritual goals, not only because we are all different people, but also because we are all at different stages in our lives. Our dreams and aspirations may be different, and the way our lives have evolved could also be fundamentally different. To understand what your spiritual goals should be, let's take a minute to visualize Maslow's pyramid of the hierarchy of human needs. In psychology, the graduation of our needs go from the basic to the more evolved. So at the bottom, you have physiological needs, such as food, shelter, and clothing. These needs are followed by safety, belonging, love, esteem, and cognitive needs. Aesthetic needs follow, topped by the need for self-actualization, and finally, transcendence. Only by fulfilling one need can human beings progress to the next one. So, for a starving person in Africa, love and esteem needs are not on the top of their mind. For someone who has their physical needs met, food, shelter, water, cognitive needs, and aesthetic needs take a more important role in their life, quite simply because their other more primary needs have been met. Similarly, for someone at the pinnacle of their career, self-actualization becomes a goal. As their other needs are completely fulfilled and often at the price of not seeking self-actualization, but putting that on the back burner and focusing on the busyness tasks of each day. So our spiritual goals are similar to this. When we have conquered some of our baser impulses fueled by our ego or our petty jealousnesses, or the urge to overindulge in some of our weaknesses like coffee, maybe gossip, television, even worrying too much as an indulgence, then we can move on towards making more meaningful changes in our lives, greater spiritual gains. Spiritual goals are not a single goal or aim. It isn't like we try to hit a bullseye with an arrow, win a gold medal, and then go home. It is more like a trek along a challenging new path that is easy in parts, but steep and full of obstacles in others. It has unexpected turns and a few dead ends and new challenges, which not only test us, but improve us, so that spiritual journey is one of constantly seeking and evolving in life. In fact, in many traditions, it is believed that for most of us, one lifetime is not enough for the sort of spiritual growth that some of the wisest and most evolved among us are able to achieve. And a spiritual goal can be to learn as much as possible to be of service to our brothers and sisters on this planet, so that in the next lifetime, we can graduate to another lesson. I think that's a fun way to look at the mystery of the cycle of life. Each life is a class, and we get a whole lifetime or more than one lifetime, if needed, to master this class before we move on to the next class. You learn at your pace. In this world view, you are never out of time. Doesn't that sound peaceful and kind of, well, delicious? You are never out of time. Your spiritual goals can be to enjoy learning these seemingly difficult and often very uprooting lessons. It's not to say there won't be dark moments or there shouldn't be dark moments. It's to say there is a way to lift your consciousness higher than the difficult, emotionally upending actions you must take to overcome a challenge, like a death, a divorce, a job loss, or any loss of great personal magnitude. You can change your perspective, lift it higher, still into the higher meaning of this challenge, this lesson, and see it as love. As the universe or your soul gives you a lesson so challenging, you achieve your spiritual goals in this lifetime. Whatever your spiritual goals are, allow them to come from a space of equanimity and acceptance. You cannot hurry yourself. You cannot make yourself. You can only accept your truth, evolve, grow, change. Spiritual goals are not about force or pushing, but about a natural process. Suppose you have a colleague that annoys you immensely and you don't want to give them that power over you. You want to rise above this and similar petty annoyances that take up valuable mind space. How can you rise above this? You cannot suddenly stop feeling what you do. You cannot turn your feelings off or change your personality 180 degrees. But you can make small, incremental changes. When you feel that annoyance bubbling over to the surface, breathe deeply. Try saying something nice to the person that annoys you. Take 10 seconds to tell yourself why this annoyance is immaterial in the large scheme of things. Walk away. If decluttering your life is a part of your spiritual goals, you cannot thrust this decision upon yourself or even onto others. To declutter your mind, you must first declutter your home. You have to detach from the unimportant little things and not permit them to have so much power over you. If your wants are fewer, they are fewer things that you buy and surround yourself with, and the less clutter there is in your physical and your spiritual life. Recently, I set one of my clients an interesting task over one of the Zoom meetings. I could see on my laptop screen that her room she was speaking from was cluttered and untidy and disorganized. So I told her to pick out 10 things in that room that she or anyone at home had not used for a year. I didn't want to see them in the frame the next time we met on Zoom. I told her. I saw a dramatic change the next time we met. The room was neater and far less cluttered. She told me that once she got going, there were so many things she found she hadn't used, had no need for, which she then went and donated to her son's school, her neighbor's new cafe, her daughter's dormitory, which made her a hero to her daughter's friends and got her invited back to their spring fling when they declutter their dorms on campus. Oh, she had fun with this. Not only did she feel immensely better at the end of the exercise, this was her achieving a spiritual goal right there and loving it all along the way. Because her spiritual goal was decluttering, she leaned into it with an open heart and loved the opportunity to get going. And then she kept going. As I said, spiritual goals aren't about X, Y, and Z. They are about the progress you make from day to day. How are you better today than yesterday? Are you calmer, more content, happier, and more in charge of your life? Right now, don't think of tomorrow. Think of how you are different today than you were yesterday. Baby steps, small increments that add up to a lot. Set yourself simple, achievable targets. Mother Teresa said, every time you smile at someone, it is an act of love, a beautiful gift to that person. So set yourself the target of smiling with people at moments where they need it most, including yourself. Abraham Lincoln said, with the fearful strain that is on me night and day, if I did not laugh, I'd die. So smiling and even laughing with yourself and your friends and family, with the people you see in distress, is a gift to them and to yourself. Each day, genuine, unreserved, full-throated laughter is so good for you and your soul. It brings a levity to your heart that is not found in any other expression, and it's so easy to do. It could be the antics of your toddler, something you saw on YouTube, or your kitten getting caught up in the ball of yarn. It can be sharing a joke with a stranger you don't know about how, if only the Olympians could train their resolve at the DMV, and we'd win all the events. Bringing levity, light, and laughter to the people around you is a wonderful spiritual goal. Aim to enjoy one unbridled, pure moment of joy each day and witness the rest of your day improving. Gradually, your spirit becomes more willing to be happy and more attuned to finding joy with everyone you meet. Here's another. Try giving one genuine compliment to someone each day. Yes, even that annoying colleague. Because if you see something nice in them, you find them a little less annoying. Compliment your child's report card, a friend's outfit, or progress made by an ailing family member. Anything. A real heartfelt compliment doesn't just make them feel better. it also makes you feel better. Your spirit becomes that much more generous, open, and giving. You take one more step towards reaching your spiritual goals, even as you increase the sum of happiness in the world by that little bit. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have spirituality goals that you want to reach and need help getting there, click the link in the description below. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss anything. I release new videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and I absolutely love these interactions. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. Remember, my friends, that spirit is love and love is spirit, and both lead us to fulfilling our soul's manifesto, our spiritual goals. Namaste, my friends. Namaste. Thanks for watching. Don't miss out on a single thing. Subscribe below. And here's something else I think you'll enjoy. Namaste.